Out of a targeted 5.7 billion cedis debt to be collected, the Electricity Company of Ghana managed to recover 3.1 billion cedis in its recent revenue mobilization drive. The company, at a media briefing a while ago, said for some challenges, over 700 million cedis cannot be recovered despite their best effort. Managing Director of the company, Samuel Mahama, says despite what he describes as a successful exercise, ECG has a huge financial hole that must be filled.
Out of the 5.7 billion, ECG managed to recoup 3.1 billion of the 5.7 billion. Out of this 3.1 billion recouped, the balance out there that was seen was broken down into certain categories. Some companies through the time have collapsed and have left the scene with no recourse to ECG. Through this exercise, we put boots on the ground to ascertain the location of major industries that were part of our customers who provided, who we call the special load tariff customers. The number of companies that had collapsed that we cannot find in terms of some taking the meters away and in terms of some of them, the physical locations not present, their total bills put together is about 750 million Ghana cedis. And the last group, which is people who are postpaid customers, who through probably, we want to give the benefit of the doubt. Some of them, it was true, there were demolition exercises. Some of them, some flooding, so those places are no longer existent. Some of them too, we just can't find. They've consumed, but we just can't find them. Their bills come up to about 750 million Ghana cedis.
And for those using power illegally, the Electricity Company of Ghana says you have until the end of the month to rectify the anomaly or face prosecution for power theft. Yes, Managing Director Samuel Dubik Mahama.
We also want to eliminate the issues of illegal connections. Please, this is the structure. If you know you are consuming power with no recourse to ECG, please visit our office with immediate effect. This is a moratorium. Visit our office, we will set up your account, we will set you up in the system, we will check your premises, and we will put you on a flat rate. You will continue paying such a flat rate until your meter is ready and you'll be migrated onto the meter. The moment that is done, your service is now what? Complete. Please and please come to our office, because after the date is given for the next revenue mobilization exercise to take effect, if you haven't done this, all power consumed by you is considered what? Illegal, and is considered as what? Stealing. Please, I repeat, this is a moratorium. Visit our office with immediate effect. Let's create your service line. Let's create your account. Let's put you in the system and put you on a flat rate until such a time that your meter is ready. You cannot consume power for free. Through the exercise, we discovered a lot of illegal connections, and there are a few of them that we will take seriously. And through this, we came up with the policy I just announced. In the case of certain customers who are deemed to be of certain pedigrees and characters, they are going to be prosecuted. The issue about you have already paid, or when you were caught doing the illegal connection or the bypass, you've paid, doesn't hold. You will still be what? Prosecuted. It's about time we realize that it's not a bypass and it is stealing.
Well, let's go on to the phone and speak with James Aveji, who was at the news conference. For more, James, did the ECG indicate how it intends to retrieve the outstanding 700 million?
Hello, I could barely hear you. If you can come again.
Yes, did the ECG indicate how it intends to retrieve the outstanding debt?
Okay, so the general manager indicated that they would sustain the revenue drive or the revenue mobilization exercise. What they intend to do is to go on this drive in the last week of every month. And so they would be in their offices for 3 weeks. In the 4th week of every month, they will go around in order to collect the rest of the money. That's what they intend to do. Now, what he also added to that is that You know, there have been customers complaining about the late reading of meters, especially the postpaid meters. They indicated that they are putting measures in place for the distribution of bills on time so that especially persons who are actually using the postpaid meters can get their bills on time in order to pay the bills on time as well. The new thing they are doing is to also initiate what they call the reading of even the prepaid meters. From the checks, from the evidence they have gathered in this whole 1 month exercise, they have realized that most people, especially those using the prepaid meters, use the opportunity of the fact that their meters come on when they buy a power, and so most of them do the illegal connections. And so what they want to do now is to be reading the prepaid meters as well, so that they compare that to the amount of bill or amount of power you buy from time to time to determine whether the person is actually doing illegal connection at the back of the official meter on their wall. Those are all the things they put in place in order.
Go ahead, James.
In order to collect the rest of the revenue as well as check the illegality in the system.
So what happens to the next phase of the distress debt collection action?
What happens to?
The next phase of the distress debt collection action.
Yes, so they have not indicated exactly when they would start that. What they said was that they would use some time to reflect over the lessons they have picked on the field before they initiate that. What they intend to do now is to give, between now and when they would announce for the next stage of the exercise, for all persons who have done the illegal connections to walk into their office, declare themselves, and have their systems regularized. In fact, he gave his word to all those who have done illegal connections that if they are able to walk into their offices by themselves, he's ready to forgive them and not send them to court or surcharge them to pay for the powers they have consumed, but forgive them and regularize the system for them. What they are asking other persons to do is that if you know someone who has done illegal connections, it will be appropriate for you to step up and report the person. And so between now and when the second phase commences, they will be giving the moratorium to all persons who have done especially illegal connections to come to their office to get their systems regularized. As to when this will start, we are yet to know from the ECG.
James Aveji with those details. And